Hello to all and welcome to Josie K's live YouTube podcast. I'm Josie K and it is here where we're going to talk about the overall energy surrounding the collective on into and through the entire month of November of 2025. Okay, so we do have a Mercury retrograde starting on the 9th to the 29th, but we are already, as of the 21st of October, been in the shadow energy. So there may have been some difficult communications, conversations. There could have been mostly that. And people who are fearing that abundance, the money, the prosperity they're working towards is not going to come. During this Mercury retrograde, Spirit is, or I have looked up how to cope with the retrograde. Okay. So double check conversations. All right. Expect misunderstandings and be extra careful with emails and messages and important documents at this time, right? Because this is a time of reflection and eventually great growth. But how we handle situations, right, with love is how beautiful the prosperity is about to come. Now, there is a message here to back up your data, ensure that your devices have things backed up, because I've already been experiencing like internet issues and such. Delay major decisions, right? Avoid signing a major contract or making major purchases at this time, mostly because I think there's going to be someone who's walking in their shadow energy and they're offering a tempting offer, but you need to give it time, right? Spirit talks a little bit here, especially in the emotional aspects position of being aware of who you trust at this time. Okay. The Spirit's also saying be patient with travel. We do have the patience card in the thoughts position, especially in the first half of November of 2025. Travel plans may encounter delays or disruptions, so build in extra time. Well, that makes sense, at least here in the US, where we have traffic controllers who are not getting paid. So that could disrupt travel. But again, Spirit's saying that where there is some unfortunate stuff that shows up in one's mind, that there is a need to be patient. Okay. There will be connections. There will be a successful foundation. There will be really good messages here, both in the area of prosperity and love. We talked a lot, or I think I did last week, or I've seen it a lot lately, where Spirit's really trying to bring in this strong energy of love for the collective, right? So Spirit's kind of saying when things are difficult, when there's difficult communication, when things are moving slowly, it is important to throw love at the situation. Okay. Focus on revision. It's a great time to revisit old projects rather than moving forward. Now, I do feel like there is going to come to many of the collectives awareness around the full moon in Taurus here on November 5th. Personal growth and awareness. Wow. I continued to create a practical plan daily when it comes to my prosperity and abundance. And many by the 20th, the new moon on the 20th of November, are going to receive great news, profound news regarding their goals, their missions, their plans, their intentions. So basically, Spirit's saying in the first half, it's a time to reflect and rest, to continue to put one foot in front of the other, to not argue, to expect things to slow down, because Mercury retrograde is a time to kind of meditate on things. It's also a time of temptation. So there could be some really, really tempting relationships that come back around. And the reason they're coming back around, Spirit's saying, is because the collective needs to kind of learn from the past, right? Why would I have given in to the enemy or put myself in a situation that was unfortunate? And how am I going to continue to push forward knowing that the past is dead? Okay. Spirit is saying as well, expect intense conversations. So the retrograde will move from Sagittarius to Scorpio this month, bringing themes of communication, philosophy, and deeper, more intense focus on relationships and power dynamics. So there again, that's why Spirit is saying bring love to the situation, because a lot of this you can just blame on Mercury retrograde. Kind of go deep, think things through, be patient with another or others at this time, because eventually there is going to come unity. There are going to come messages of love. There's going to come messages of change and new beginnings. Some form of wisdom is going to show up, though I feel this is going to be closer to like the 20th of November to the end. But there's going to be a new path that develops that calls for a celebration here, a call to action. We do have some who are feeling stuck in this concern and worry about the health of someone else. And I do have the Queen of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or someone who's just kind of being rigid, cold, and closed off because they can't stop thinking about the health of another person. But Spirit's saying this is a lucky time emotionally. Spirit is listening. We are listening to your prayers, and we are trying to bring the awareness of good luck. So bring love to all situations, trust and have hope in the actions position, that there's going to come a realization of greater hope in that arena. Okay, let's see here. Gabriel Rose, hello, sending love back to you as well. Tamika, hi. And Tamika says, blessings to all. If you are new here, it is only during this live YouTube podcast where my beautiful subscribers will come into the chat session and answer any questions you may have if I'm focused on the collective readings or a personal reading. It is also during this live YouTube podcast where I do 1 month readings for a minimum of a $10 donation. If you have questions about that, of course, my subscribers will help in that arena as well. Divine Earth Keeper, start writing a 3rd book. Good for you. And so, yeah, this is a month to really put your creativity out there, trusting again that Spirit is saying, even though you don't know what action steps to take in the day-to-day aspects position with the 5 of Wands, we're helping you to take off that blindfold and look forward with great hope that there is going to come a wish fulfillment in the area of success and abundance. There's going to come a message that brings wisdom to the collective regarding that which Spirit's trying to create or blossom in your life. So hope and love are a big deal here. Again, they're saying in the day-to-day aspects position, there could be a very, very strong temptation. Again, most importantly, because of the elephant spirit energy, where we can take the lessons from the past and actually move forward in a stronger way. Okay, so let's see here. Sonia, hi, thank you for coming today and thank you for your donation. Whoop, whoop. And Gabriel Rose, thank you for your donation. Whoop, whoop. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into Sonia's reading first, then we'll do Gabriel's reading next. And for Sonia's reading, let's see, Sonia says, hi, Josie. That's me. I'm worried about Mr. Cancer, but going well in new apartment. So general reading, please. Perfect. All right. So I think we're going to start out for Sonia's reading with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. And then we're going to do Gabriel Rose's reading next. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Sonia with clearly defined messages of spiritual advice for this next month. Ooh, Sonia. So we have some form of triumphant success, a breakthrough. I feel like this is something you have already recognized or is about to take place. I see there is some form of nourishing breakthrough that is with the cracker card, like a firework card that brings positive energy. Now, this could be I just had broken through with my apartment situation and I'm feeling very triumphant in my energy right now. Yeah, so over the next couple of days, couple of weeks, Sonia, Spirit's saying we're lighting up your crown chakra, right? We are trying to help for you to remain deeply connected to Spirit. Watch for signs and synchronicities and be patient because there is a new path manifesting for you, like many of the collective, with the Phoenix card. So again, this is a time of introspection, meditation, and to be prepared for renewal after a period of crisis, right? Worry and concern. In the relationship sector, you have this energy of feeling trapped in fear, right? So Spirit's saying you may be feeling fearful in the area of love with the love card, but Spirit is saying bring love to the situation, right? As you give, so too shall you receive, or as you give, so too with that crown chakra energy, be able to decipher the truth of a situation. So with that number 8 energy and the trapped in fear card, Spirit saying, do all you can to give love and to observe as to whether that is blossoming or not. Because, and remember, your energies may be running high. So Spirit saying, I think for many, there is going to come kind of a reunion, reconciliation that will help you to free your mind from worry and fear in the relationship sector. Now, in the creative aspects position, by the third week, there is this positive movement forward. I think you're going to start to recognize Mr. Cancer energy as someone who is maybe marriage material. I think this person could be bringing you a gift, kind words, messages, and so on that builds on that wisdom by which Spirit's saying will free you from fear. So in the actions position, it is a month where Spirit's going to help you to choose wisely, right? They're saying for many, and I feel like this for you, King of Cups, there we have it. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, there is hope that is returning. At some point, you're going to come to a realization that a new romantic cycle has begun. But this is a month again to not worry about the relationship sector, hand those worries to Spirit, trust that. It's a time of focusing on your goals, your plans, your personal intentions in the area of money, finance, and career. And this is why, because it could very well be like many past the 20th to the end of November of 2025, where you receive some form of recognition and reward. So we have the Unity card coming into connection with others and coming to this awareness of the Ace of Pentacles, a greater prosperity, a long-term stable and secure situation. But yeah, Spirit is also saying beware emotionally, right, of who you trust, right? Give kindness, free yourself from fear, right? Either it works out or it doesn't, but there's going to be positive movement forward in your life personally, nonetheless. Subconsciously, yeah, we have harmony. So just like I was just talking about, this coming together with the reunion, we also have free yourself because of a reconciliation. There is this awareness of cause for, like, your efforts have paid off and this harmonious connection is blossoming. You were fearful, but there's going to be a breakthrough, some form of attention, recognition, and positive movement forward, I believe, in relation to this Cancer. Ooh, but Spirit's also saying, remember, when you stand your ground, it grants you great respect. Okay. When you stand your ground, you come out successfully nonetheless. So in the inner strengths position, Spirit's giving you the strength to trust that even though there may be obstacles and challenges in the way during this month of November, if one path, person, circumstance, situation doesn't serve you, it's time to pivot and go into the direction of what is in your highest best good. We have the love card. So you have free will when it comes to the action steps you want to take. That you will feel like a breakthrough because you stood your ground and you asked for what you wanted, or you just continue to allow yourself to give until, right? Because I feel like there's still going to be some indecision in the second half of November regarding Mr. Cancer. Yeah. So this is the fear I'm feeling. Spirit's talking about deception, manipulation. We do have who do we have? We have the thief, love bombing situation, one-sided. And it could just be that this is your concerns. So Spirit's lighting up your throat chakra, again, saying stand your ground, ask for, like, what is this? And know that there will be victory and success on the other side. Spirit's offering you a lot of hope whereby your soul is in this energy of disruption. Just like the collective, Spirit's helping you to create balance in your life, especially in the area of your foundation. Okay. Spirit wants you to be free from unhealthy emotions, to give birth to greater prosperity and happiness for yourself, because that's going to give you a lot of spiritual strength, the strength to sacrifice who or what doesn't give 100%. But I think that as you kind of observe the situation throughout this next month, your passion is going to ignite. Okay. Spirit is saying that we, again, are helping to light up your intuitive abilities, especially in the first half of November, to decipher the manifestation of a new journey. Okay. Wow. There is some form of success that is destined to be. Yeah, and you, as you go forth in with recognition, reward, attention, success in your own personal realm, you're going to feel this energy of power, right? Like many of the collective spirits saying, there will be temptations in this month of November with the strong Mercury retrograde, but we're going to give you the power of the elder of the lion, or the lion, to set and meet goals and to conquer everything between where you stand and what you want. The power and the strength to stand your ground and speak your truth. Okay. Spirit wants you to come out of energies of heartache, worry, fear, and to bring a successful completion to that fear, right? To move on if necessary. So there's a lot of strength here. Like as you go forward towards what you're creating for yourself, you're going to start to feel more powerful. You're going to be able, in the inner strengths position, to apply free will to a situation as to whether or not you're receiving 100%. So Spirit's saying you will have the strength to run into obstacles and challenges, to turn and pivot and go towards greater success in your own journey, because Spirit's saying those who walk in their shadow energy, just like many of the collective, are going to recognize those who have gone through the phoenix energy of transformation. I was feeling down, sad, depressed, and now I'm sprouting personal wings. I'm flying free. I'm coming into commitments, partnerships, contracts, where I am letting go of emotions involving others. I'm standing my ground and I'm waiting for my heart chakra to open, right? I'm going to await a very spiritual union with this Cancer. Now, either they want the same thing or they don't, but you will have the strength of standing your ground and learning from the past, right? So I see like Spirit saying, don't allow yourself to sit in this energy of feeling stuck or trapped in fear, because there will be harmony if you stand your ground, if you seek the answers you desire. There will be positive forward movement because of the power you feel for standing your ground. You may still find yourself conflicted around the end of November because this person, I feel like they're going to be harmonious at times. And this is because maybe Mercury retrograde is going to be affecting this Cancer as well. But I am going to bring in his energy with the Gilded Tarot deck for further confirmation and clarification. So, dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please provide Sonia with clearly defined messages regarding Mr. Cancer's energy throughout this month of November. So I don't know what has upset him in the past. There's this energy of, should I stay? Should I walk away? I think, again, Spirit saying you're creating triumphant success in your journey. So, sometimes you got to say, if you want this, great. If you don't, great. Okay. So maybe in the recent past, you're going to find that this person was, again, wishy-washy and maybe thinking about walking away, but you're over here creating a nourishing, successful journey for yourself, which makes this person, this Cancer, start to think about love. Okay. So Spirit's telling you remain patient. You've kind of been there, done that. New paths are developing for you that are bringing you towards peace, joy, happiness, and love nonetheless. Yeah, you have the Emperor in the relationship sector. So with the Aries energy of the Emperor, this is someone who is more focused on money, finance, career, prosperity than they are on love. And so this could be that a part of you is like, that's what makes you feel fearful. But I really think that this Cancer is waiting to move forward successfully in their journey somehow as well. And yeah, this person, the Cancer, is like recognizing that as you go forth towards in a more positive direction for yourself, as you stand your ground and kind of move forward and focus on your own accomplishments, this person's going to start to uh, feel down, like that a path feels a little bit uncomfortable here. So he has, just like the collective does in the subconscious position, by the end of November, this energy of, okay, I'm ready to come together and to celebrate a new journey with Sonia. But you're kind of like, now that I'm moving forward powerfully and I stood my ground and I, kept my heart open and in a harmonious way, I am not sure. Look at this, of making a choice, because I gave this person some time and they're still a little bit closed off. Now, emotionally, you've got this beautiful Ace of Wands. So a lot of excitement, a gift from the universe in the area of recognition, reward, attention, and that Ace of Pentacles. So it's a great time for you to go forth in unity with like-minded people in the area of money, finance, and career, because your personal successes are going to make you more powerful. Your actions are leading you towards a foundation where you're going to feel a lot of strength. Okay, subconsciously, it's almost like when we walk away, that person unexpectedly does a U-turn and comes back around. I think, yeah, this person is going to see you going forth, creating your own personal empire with the Emperor energy. And in the day-to-day aspects position is going to start to try to decipher what to do when it comes to actions involving you, right? You stood your ground and now they're like, do I stay? Do I go? That communication is kind of hurting me. Okay. Now in the inner strengths position, yeah, Spirit is giving this person the strength to create or decipher what a happily ever after means to them. That's interesting. So in a 3-card summary, here Cancer is in all of their element. I'm overcoming obstacles and challenges, and I'm going into the direction of greater success. I'm leaving behind maybe a situation tied to the past, or that may involve a child or children. I am conflicted. Yes, waiting on a prosperous outcome. So I do feel like some money, this person is Mr. Cancer's waiting on money and prosperity, but is doing like many of the collective will do once that prosperity arrives. They go through the death card in Scorpio, which the second part is in Scorpio of November, a transformation. And like many, they're going from maybe cold, closed off, rigid energy to now my heart is open. So Spirit's kind of giving Mr. Cancer the strength to not run away, walk away, fear a situation, but to look directly at it. And I think that's what your words will make this person do. Yeah, this person's going to see you. This Cancer's going to see you as this beautiful, passionate Queen of Wands who's setting and meeting goals day to day, who's very passionate about the journey she is manifesting for herself. Yeah, he is being guided to wait patiently with the major arcana, the Hanged Man, until a shift in perspective arrives. So there is going to be some form of financial offer opportunity that's coming to his attention that maybe he's researching now or shortly will. That's going to free him from what weighs heavy upon him and bring some wish fulfillment here. Yeah. And then feeling trapped or stuck in a situation where you have turned into the direction of prosperity, right? Feeling stuck or trapped, and then hoping for a cup of love. Wow, this is just like you're moving forward towards something greater, and Spirit's helping you to be free from anyone who could cause energy of heartache. It's like you will have no time for that once you stand your ground, right? Spirit's saying learn from the past. And if you run into obstacles and challenges, pivot, right? Again, when we turn our attention towards what we want to create for ourselves and we start going down a different path away from that person's energy comes back towards your light. And that's what I feel is happening. I think eventually Spirit's giving Mr. Cancer the strength to come out of indecision about what action steps to take regarding you, is going to be rather surprised by the fact that you are going down a path of prosperity in the area of, I think, business with the recognition and reward card. So then there's this shift in perspective of now I'm feeling hopeful because this female we have waiting in the actions position is stepping into the direction of greater hope, coming to the realization that new beginnings have brought her towards something greater. And now that person needs to make a choice regarding me. So like there's this energy all of a sudden of you moving forward towards greater recognition and reward. And then this person looking at you saying, oh my gosh, this person's going down a new path of happiness. Could there be love? I was going to walk away, but now I am not. See, because there's wisdom of success, I think, coming for him and or for you, which is happening for the collective as a gift from the universe. A triumphant breakthrough is going to bring greater strength and power to the collective, where then they can turn and decipher, is this a harmonious connection or not? Now, it's because of Mercury retrograde, where there will be in this month of November certain obstacles and challenges as one deciphers the health of a situation, a connection. And again, Spirit's saying stand your ground, right? If you don't know what action steps to take, remain hopeful that you have taken the lessons from the past and can now apply them. Either there's going to be a harmonious gathering, reconciliation coming together, or not, but I'm receiving recognition, prosperity. I have grown and evolved in a very spiritual and emotional way. So really, in the end, as I celebrate my accomplishments in the end of November, I'm going to very clearly be able to choose very wisely. Is this a chaotic journey or not? So you're moving forward through change and new beginnings that are unfolding for you this month. And slowly but surely, you recognize that the goals and accomplishments you've manifested for yourself are bringing the world energy, which is in the relationship sector, a successful completion to this energy of fear, the awareness that, you've grown and evolved, and that if a path is forbidden, it's forbidden. But Spirit's saying patiently await a breakthrough nonetheless. So what this is saying, and it's saying it for many people, there may have been some rigid communication caused by the shadow of Mercury retrograde, but there is also a need to really reflect on the past and all that we've learned that's brought us to this energy of greater strength. Spirit's really helping there to be a harmonious outcome. And then, the planting of a seed together, a prosperous new chapter. But this is going to be like, I'm going to speak my truth, and then I'm going to, give that person some time to respond in kind. One way or another, I'm going down a path of greater happiness and will not allow rigid energy or misfortune, a forbidden journey to tempt me, because I know what's in my highest best good. Okay. So I'm going to close with a message from the Archangel Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Closing message, please, regarding Sonia's reading for this next month and Mr. Cancer. Wow. So, see, the healer of thought is coming in, helping to heal your thoughts this month. Spirit is actually saying it's time to clean up your life, your thoughts, worries, fears, and concerns. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you feel disorganized this month. It'd be a perfect month to do that during this Mercury retrograde. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well! Exclamation mark. So you or another person in this situation is very wise and insightful and caring, has a wonderful sense of humor, and offers a lot of life experience. Um, but with the seven of emotions, Spirit's saying your angels are asking you to make an important decision that you've been putting off. It's likely that you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so that you don't upset anyone else. Ask heaven for guidance and then make the choice that truly celebrates who you are, right? It's all about you and your strength and your direction. And as you focus on you and your accomplishments, there's going to be a lot of healing when it comes to your thoughts and fears in the relationship sector. So emotions may run high, but Spirit's saying free yourself from trying to decipher the connection, the reconciliation. Hand it to Spirit and walk in purity and integrity with hope in your heart, because great things are going to happen for you personally. And then, we got the thief bringing misfortune here. So, this really does need to be a time to speak your truth and say, I'm going to give you some time to kind of explain to me where we're at. But, there's no rush. I'm going to do me. I'm going to focus on myself, and I'm going to move forward with hope that what you'll bring my way is a great change and balance, where before there was this energy of chaos. Okay, so let's see here. Gabrielle, we've got my sun is Taurus. My person, Matthew's sun sign is Leo. Please advise on Matthew's current 3D feelings and plan of action towards me. Is he going to contact me? Is he walked away or moved on? So again, there has been emotions are running high, and they're going to kind of continue to do this because there is a need to go into that quiet contemplation and decipher, is this a nourishing path of love? I'm going to focus on my goals, my plans, my intentions, and I'm going to give someone wide berth. Because Spirit keeps saying, eventually there is going to come kind words, messages, offers, opportunities, or gifts that's going to bring great happiness with the marriage card, a connection of sorts. This is a time of unity, but to be careful who you trust, right? To speak your truth and to recognize if a path is forbidden or not. We're going to get into that as well. Okay, so for Gabriel's reading, I am being guided to the Gilded Tarot deck by Ciro Marchetti. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless Gabriel with clearly defined messages of spiritual advice for this next month of November. If you have strong Taurus in your chart, these messages may apply for you as well, or they may resonate for you. All right, so you have the Queen of Swords energy in the middle of your reading. The collective has this in the inner strengths position. So they keep going back to it's time to maintain your boundaries with others, to set to meet goals in a very balanced way. If someone is being rigid, cold, or closed off, it could be because there is this narcissistic type energy. Create what it is that nourishes you personally and maintain your boundaries and be patient. Right? New paths are developing, and it's a time of renewal after crisis. I see this Queen of Swords as thinking about a situation that could turn out misfortunate or unfortunate. But Spirit is saying over the next couple days, couple weeks, oh gosh, thinking about the sun, which is Leo. Yes, so maintain your boundaries when it comes to this Leo. Be patient regarding the journey ahead. You may be thinking about marriage, commitment, partnership, contract in the relationship sector where the collective has the wedding card. Spirit is saying now is a great time to reflect during this Mercury retrograde in the month of November on the previous chapters of your life. what it is that you learned in the past, and how you're going to free yourself from maybe trying to control some form of outcome here. Maintain your boundaries, and don't let great things are blossoming for you as well. But Spirit is saying, don't let emotions run high, or trust that if things feel uncomfortable in the relationship sector, it's most likely because of Mercury retrograde, that your thoughts need more time. Wow. Now, in the creative aspects position, we have you with the Seven of Pentacles, receiving some form of offer, opportunity, gift, great change in the area of money, finance, career. Maybe you're thinking about marriage with the Leo and a more prosperous future. And I think that Spirit is trying to work on the Leo, trying to bring them forward to create a new beginning with you, a new chapter of sorts. Oh my. So in the actions position, we do have a woman who is kind of waiting on the King of Cups, right? Someone to grow and evolve in a way where they are spiritually and emotionally mature. Spirit is saying it's okay to have hope, because new romantic cycles will are developing, whether it's with this Leo or not. And that Three of Swords, I think, is a message from Spirit to take action, to communicate the health of a situation, and to, if that situation causes heartache, then to kind of move on to the next. Okay, we're going to look at that person's energy next. So yeah, emotionally, this is what Spirit's saying to you, like many of the collective. Now's the time to kind of just observe a situation and decipher, is there equal give and take? As you give 100%, does this person give 100% in return? Because we do have the beware card. Beware of the snake. Beware of self-absorbed energy, or not necessarily a narcissist, but a one-sided maybe situation. Yeah, Spirit is trying to help you to kind of just observe with your boundaries and communicate a little bit longer. Yeah, subconsciously, we do have some form of awareness here, like many of the collective, that as you kind of come apart and back together, there is eventually some form of proposal here, some form of opportunity where you are being guided to like buy yourself a gift. So I do feel like an offer of abundance, success is also developing for you. And that's what Spirit's saying for you to focus on in this month of November, right? As you set to meet goals, trust that your efforts are going to open a doorway towards greater prosperity, and an offer of abundance is going to lead you forward towards just a stronger, more powerful energy. All right. So then we have the King of Swords in the day-to-day aspects position. So we have, like many of the collective, a lot of hope here, but an inability to decipher what action steps to take regarding this temptation. And Spirit is saying, again, focus on your prosperity, your creativity, finance, career, because we have this guy looking over this way in the day-to-day aspects position. So Spirit's been talking about this for a while. As some of these female energies go forth and celebrate their accomplishments, new chapters in their life, greater prosperity, some of these masculines are going to go from kind of cold, closed off, or whatever, to recognizing your accomplishments and the energy that you carry of power. We have the power card in the emotional aspects position. So in the inner strengths position, Spirit is saying, as you research a situation in the area of love with the Queen of Swords, like the collective, remember, it comes down to loyalty and risk, actions, and the fact that you have free will, right? So am I going to go down a path of the Three of Swords, sadness, worry, fear, heartache? Spirit saying, give something some time here, especially during this Mercury retrograde. Give love, do all that you can to be kind, and then observe the response. Is there equal give and take or not? because it isn't a month, I feel, to make a decision to go down a path if we have the Three of Swords, or to get rid of the worry, fear, concern, because it's preventing a decision or the energy from moving forward. All right. So in a 3-card summary, we do have which path, which direction should I go in the area of money, finance, career, things of the material, like home, and so on. For I have this energy of a passionate decision. But with the Page of Cups, there is small communication. At this point, it has not grown more than that. But Spirit's telling you again, like the collective emotionally, it's time to really focus on prosperity. Some form of offer of abundance is going to come, and it's coming to free you, like many of the collective, from crying over spilt milk. Okay, yeah, I feel like this person is coming in with the temptation energy of the devil. The Knight of Wands is someone who comes in hot and heavy and then leaves just as quickly, and that's that Leo energy of the Wands card. What Spirit's saying is you focus on what you're creating financially, creatively. There is going to come some good news regarding money. So just wait, give something some time. If you feel like someone's not opening up with the Five of Pentacles, it may be because they shouldn't be trusted. They may be walking in their shadow energy, and feeling a little bit closed off. Again, with Mr. Emperor, this is someone who is not very emotional. They're more focused on their personal plans, goals, and intentions. Slowly but surely, this person could come towards you. It's like they're dragging their feet and they're feeling this energy of a weight on their back, but then there's this quick call to action, transformation, wish fulfillment. So there's some form of wish fulfillment that Spirit's trying to bring that person's attention to Leo, or they're seeing you receive gifts from the universe in the area of prosperity. Therefore, the Leo with the Strength card is also going to fall into the King of Cups energy of emotional maturity. Okay. And again, I see you going forth prosperously and freeing yourself from thinking you're stuck or trapped in a situation where you're awaiting some form of communication. Spirit saying painful difficulties, conversations, or a long journey is being replaced with the Six of Wands, attention, recognition, and victory. So yeah, I see you are this beautiful Empress that Spirit is guiding you to decipher. Is this a soulmate? Is this a long-term true love energy? Will there be marriage, commitment, partnership in the future? And the truth, harsh words put me in this energy of indecision with the Two of Swords about the next chapter in my life, right under the Sun energy of Leo. But Spirit saying in the relationship sector for you, just like the collective, we are helping to bring all of these worries and concerns to a successful completion so that you can go forth victoriously towards an abundant foundation where emotions that were intense can now dissipate. Yeah. So you are even still ending November. And thank goodness Spirit's giving you the Queen of Cups. Very intuitive energy here this month to decipher, is this person the magician? Are they manipulating? Are they, messing with your head, right? That's what's bringing on the popular Five of Wands energy. I'm conflicted about what action steps to take, though I am hopeful that there will be the celebration of home and family here. Yeah, I'm still conflicted about some communication or an argument or whatever in November, but Spirit is with me, right? Helping me to make the highest, best decision regarding the journey ahead. So if I'm feeling the energies of heartache, I'm going to research that situation a little bit longer and trust that I have free will, right? That I am strong enough to decipher who can come in my path with me and who cannot. Yeah, it's almost like greater things develop for you, and then you're kind of walking away from a situation here. Yeah. Fantasy and illusion is replaced with the 10 of Pentacles, prosperity. So have hope and trust that a more prosperous, solid foundation is what Spirit's trying to bring your way to free you from the 9 of Swords, worries and fears that are keeping you up at night. So Spirit is saying have hope in the actions position, that as you continue to focus on your plans and goals and intentions personally that you are creating for yourself day to day, there is going to come the awareness of a celebration with the Fool card, a new path where I'm taking action to go into a more lucky direction. Could be in love. It's almost like if this person doesn't come around, it could very well be that in December, you connect with someone else. Like this is you in the relationship sector, and Spirit's saying, work on teamwork, focus on bringing love to a situation, walk in purity and integrity, but be open to other possibilities in all areas of your life, because progress will be possible. Goals will be achieved in the relationship sector one way or another. All right, so let's real quick look at the Leo's energy for Matthew as well throughout this next month of November. 10 of Swords. Feels as though there's been a long and difficult path, or as you maintain your boundaries and speak your truth in a very balanced way about who or what nourishes you and what does not. I need nourishing examples of love here. In the thoughts position, we have the Chariot. Okay, so we have thoughts of victory for the Leo, where there's some form of transformation taking place. So much about I am going to stand my bounds, stand my ground when it comes to what I want, whether it's marriage, commitment, partnership, and so on. I'm going to focus on my personal goals and intentions, and I'm going to walk in purity and integrity. This person is, I think, seeing a great opportunity coming your way, but I also feel like they're not making a change yet, but they're thinking about change. Okay, so right next to the World card in the relationship sector for the collective, this Leo has the World as a major arcana in the creative aspects position. So I think by the third week from now, you're recognizing greater opportunities of triumph in your life. And this person is going to bring a gift your way because they are fearing that because of your successes, you're outgrowing that situation or you're moving beyond it. So in the actions position, we have the Page of Cups. Here we go. Still offering kind words and messages, but just like small energy, like love bombing or something. But you have the power, remember, when it comes to a decision. This person is definitely thinking about the passionate end of the situation, but I think with the old woman energy and the 6 of Pentacles, you're going to be looking at greater prosperity. And as you come into unity with this person, you're going to be, well, first of all, you're going to be making decisions personally, and this person's going to still be focused on decisions in the area of passion. So there's more focus on passion, harsh communication. There's this coming and going, but not much being offered completely here on behalf of the Leo, at least it could be this entire month of November. Now, subconsciously, we do have a little bit about teamwork here. So there could be a reconciliation because this person sees you as very prosperous, as creating great things for yourself, feeling very confident in this process of self-renewal and inner strength. And then they want to come back around and then start to work as a team with you. So in the day-to-day aspects position, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. See, this person is going to be a little bit crabby, but looking over at you who's growing and evolving, especially financially. 9 of Spears or Pentacles, wish fulfillment in the area of prosperity, a new direction, good news in the area of money. And then we have in the inner strengths position for the Leo, the 5 of Cups. So there is inner conflict regarding that person's emotions. And that is what's going to keep you indecisive about the love card. Again, Spirit saying you have free will to say to yourself, am I in 100%? Is this person giving 100%? In the 3-card summary, we have the Emperor again, cold, closed off, in the Death card, thinking about transformation or an ending here. Let's see. King of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, wanting to then step into a more prosperous position with you, you receiving a lot of intuitive communication from Spirit, recognizing again in the area of marriage with the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, that this person is kind of growing and evolving because you're moving forward. This is so much about when we focus on someone too much, our energy pushes them away. But when we turn and go forward and get excited about our own personal journey, that pulls that person's energy back towards us. So Spirit's saying have hope. But as long as this person is just kind of love bombing or whatever that means, Spirit is helping this person to decipher. Okay, they're going to be deciphering forward movement. 8 of Cups. Should I stay? Should I walk away? Coming back together. There's like connecting and then disconnecting. It's very minor arcana stuff. But then we have attention and recognition, right? Finally, this person comes towards you, maybe closer to the 3rd or 4th week from now. And with the 6 of Wands and the Judgment card, there then comes a need on your behalf to make a decision. It's like the further you grow forward, the more likely you don't give much back to this situation. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, Spirit's saying, they're going to recognize that you are practicing your personal goals and intentions, your efforts, your skills, whatever it is. And Spirit is actually slowing the Leo down, telling them to think things through a little bit longer. It's almost like they want to run away, or they come and communicate and then they go away. And then they see that you're growing prosperously by the end of November, and then they're coming back because of the power and the actions that you are personally taking. Yeah, a lot of fantasy and illusion, feeling stuck in a temporary situation, unable to make a decision, this Leo, on is this a destined connection or situation. They need to really rest and think about what they want to offer of themselves to a commitment. Yeah, they need to get to the truth of, is this the Empress you want to work for? Work to create with, because the Hanged Man is here, and the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, great prosperity, I think, is unfolding for you, which is going to draw them back towards you. And you've still got that sword up because the messages are small. You're still waiting for a plan of action. And there's a lot of indecision in the area of passion or passionate, intense decision making. So definitely a call to give this situation more time, to focus on your own personal successes, because I think it is the process of manifesting your personal successes that's going to draw this person back into your direction. But Spirit is saying this is a time for you as well to think about if this situation is right for you, or if it is forbidden. Will it cause thoughts that are unfortunate, or will it grow into a more hopeful situation? Yeah, I see a lot of playfulness and passion on the Leo's end, but this is a time to kind of surrender in the month of November and recognize how much you've grown, how far you have come. right? To research the health of a situation in the area of relationships. Nobody is stuck or trapped, right? Learn from the past and move on. Take action to focus on you, because eventually you will gain this Leo's attention because of your prosperous accomplishments. Spirit's telling you to kind of observe this month. Is there equal give and take? Has this person grown into the King of Cups energy? Have they grown and evolved spiritually and emotionally? Because you're recognizing in the creative aspects position that you have created for yourself greater balance and change and new beginnings in your life. And now there's a gift coming from this person where they may be wanting or saying that they want to give to a marriage commitment partnership with you. Spirit saying give this at least the first half of November. Be patient, because either there's a fortunate path that's meant to unfold here, or there is a lesson. Learn from the past, apply those boundaries, keep an open heart, right? Love is patience and kindness, but continue to walk in purity and integrity when it comes to love, with confidence that great things will be blossoming for you personally. And free yourself from worrying about whether there's going to be reconciliation. It's your personal accomplishments that's going to bring that, but will it be real? Okay. Now, I'm going to close with a message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Closing message, please, for Gabriel, dear Lord, spirit guides, and angels. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. All right. So we have the 5 of emotion. See, at some point, this person's going to turn around and do this, and you're going to have that look on your face, right? Forgiveness, Spirit's saying this month, and all the time, of course, is an important part of healing. It's important to forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past at this time, so everyone can move forward one way or another. Grieving is a normal part of life, so ask your angels or those you love to help you to move through this process more quickly so that you can get back on your path towards joy. Again, with the 7 of emotion, fantasy and illusion, indecision, your angels are asking you at some point this month, probably closer to the end of November, to make a decision, right? With that 2 of wands in the inner strength position that you've been putting off. It is likely that you know which choice you should make, but you're procrastinating so that you don't upset another person. Ask heaven for guidance this month and then make the choices that truly celebrate who you are, because we have the Ace of Abundance here, prosperity. This cherub is bringing wonderful news, exclamation mark. A windfall of resources will come your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting some things done. It's a great time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into business for yourself, or you may find that there are some important contracts to sign. So as you manifest for yourself these things, there is going to come this energy of a happy change, right? They're talking about change and new beginnings in the creative aspects position, and then receiving some form of successful wisdom, many by the 20th of November. So your angels are hearing your prayers, and they're banding together to create real and joyful changes in your life. Events may soon begin to move forward, and great progress, you will realize, is now possible. You may need to make some rapid decisions due to the suddenness of activity, but either way, be confident and trust in the guidance that you are receiving. You are ready to go down a new journey towards your divine life purpose. So sometimes you may feel as though the way is blocked, but often this is an illusion. You can free yourself from these obstacles that you've been so focused on by choosing to turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other opportunities or possibilities that you might act upon. For that abundance is going to come. It's going to bring happiness, and then will draw the attention of this person. That this gives you some time to kind of observe them in response to your personal circumstances. Yeah, because I do see a lot this month in this energy of sorrow, because the Soldier is kind of this cold, closed off energy. Despair in the area of home or family, because someone's walking in their shadow energy. But those walking in their shadow energy, if others are strong, are going to want a nourishing future as well, right? People who are making good choices are transforming and evolving, and new successful paths are showing up here. And then there'll be great change, completion to certain relationships, circumstances, situations, and portals towards greater happiness and balance, towards a true love, if one person is not that. So I do feel like we do have a passionate masculine, and then we have like the creation of the King of Coins, someone who is a caregiver, provider, supporter, and then this emotional growth taking place when it comes to new paths, a celebrating of new paths and emotional growth. So like success in one person's arena is going to make the other person respect them more, and then maybe come back around. But it is going to be a time to really think things through, and whether or not someone is a true love. Where there is chaos, there is not a true love. But have hope in that true love, or that someone will grow and come out of their shadow energy and go through that process of the phoenix as well in their thoughts. They got to know what's good for them, because other people do. And they're going to see that other people who are focused and are applying free will is something that they need to figure out. But yeah, there's a lot of power coming to those who are careful about certain connections. And then there's unity, prosperity, great things, and then people sneaking towards them with their negative energy. And it's going to be seen as plain as day at some point here. But continue to have hope and love regardless. Okay, Divine Earth Keeper. Miss me again. Okay, hold on. Let me back up. Starting to write a third book. Okay, so I didn't see, Divine Earth Keeper, where you had said all right. Hi, Brandy B. Sonia Wilson. Wow, bang on. I'm miles away, new job, etc. I'm going for operation soon. I fly to see him in 3 weeks. So all very bang on. Thank you for that. Thanks, Josie. Off to work now. Kisses and hugs and many blessings to you. All right. So Divine Earth Keeper, I think you do Cash App. Let me just check real quick. Got it. Thank you for your donation. Whoop, whoop. We'll put a little heart there. Okay. So Divine Earth Keeper, let's go ahead and for Divine Earth Keeper's reading, I am going to bring in the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra and Taylor. So gifts of happiness, commitments, partnerships, contracts, goals will be achieved in relation to other people. Have faith, walk in purity and integrity. A proposal will come financially or personally if you are confident during this time of joy and renewal and connection to spirit. New romantic cycles are starting, and the end of tough cycles in relationships are ending, right? That's all coming to a close. Spirit saying, if you'll bring love to a situation, not control. Whoever needed to hear that. All right. So Divine Earth Keeper, you have caring connections right off the bat. So there is going to come some form of positive energy, quite unexpectedly. A very caring connection, could be family, friends, or some person here. We'll decipher that in a minute. Well, here we go. In the thoughts position, you may have been fearing that there is some misfortunate connection. But there is the Phoenix, remember. It's a time of renewal after a period of crisis. So Spirit is bringing caring connections together at this time for you. So you will start to go from maybe focusing on what's unfortunate to, wow, here's this aha moment of a happy family. All right. So in the relationship sector, we have the Leo energy of the Strength card. Working as a team, walking in purity and integrity. There is an end of a difficult situation. I think there could be an awareness of the end of a connection to a Leo here, where there is still kind of a caring energy and a happy family as a result. Like something is getting worked out here. If you'll bring love to the situation, things can be healed here. And then, there will then be just a really positive energy. Oh my, in the creative aspects position, we have victory. Now I'm getting this close to around the 20th of November. We have this King of Coins, someone in a leadership position, someone who's financially abundant, stable, and secure, bringing a gift of happiness, where we have you kind of sign in awe that, things were chaotic, maybe in a couple areas like creatively, but now change is bringing new beginnings creatively. Things were chaotic in the area of the Sun card with the marriage card next to the Leo card. So balance is returning, great change is happening, offers and opportunities are coming, but maybe give yourself until the 28th of November before you move forward towards some form of success and abundance. What else do we have there? A wish fulfillment. Yeah, so there could be wish fulfillment in the area of a commitment, partnership, contract that feels victorious here. I'm getting like the 20th, the 28th. Yeah, and people are recognizing that the King of Cups, whether they have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in their chart, I think this is someone who can be trusted. They are bringing forth a new opportunity, a cause for celebration. So Spirit saying, wait patiently with great hope in your heart that there is going to come a realization of a new start where people are going to be envying you. Okay, in the emotional aspects position, we have the Angel of Balance. So they're talking about this grandmotherly type energy, this energy of unity. For it is a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate attraction and attract great love. So some form of caring connection is going to come forth and bring an awareness, not only of victory, but of balance and power emotionally. Like I have grown through these difficulties and now I'm coming into connection with an opportunity to go forth victoriously, a very caring connection, someone I can trust, where people are supporting me, where I'm feeling stronger and more powerful because I've come to a realization of where my path is headed towards. Subconsciously, we have energies of patience, just like the collective has in the thoughts position. So Spirit's saying use the High Priestess of Fire to set and meet personal goals day to day in a strong and passionate, exciting way, for eventually something beautiful will blossom in the area of abundance here. There is going to come a union, a caring connection of sorts, where there is a beautiful celebration of freedom. I'm coming together with others. There's a caring connection in those areas. Family's doing good. I'm feeling stronger. Victory is unfolding. And now people are kind of envying the fact that I'm moving forward victoriously. So wait patiently when it comes to the Leo. Wait patiently when it comes to this victory that is unfolding. Look at in the day-to-day aspects position, Divine Earth Keeper. We have this doorway to value and money opening. Okay, so trust and have hope that there is a wish here of abundance, some wisdom that's going to bring success, a doorway to value money in abundance, coming in relation to a very caring connection where you are going into the direction of victory. So, in the inner strengths position, Spirit's giving you the strength at some point here to stand at the gate of a beautiful new garden, new chapter in your life. At some point, we have a lot of luck when it comes to a plane, some form of travel, a call to action to take a chance on a new path. Researching. I was feeling stuck or trapped, but now I can help heal a situation. I can bring love to a situation. I am going to travel physically or metaphorically, or I have free will to do so into the direction of greater victory in my life, where I am going to be the envy of others. So, in a 3-card summary, Spirit's saying, do not fear that you are stuck or trapped in any way. Spirit is about to bring you Archangel Chamuel, who's going to light up those butterflies in your belly, bringing some form of exciting wisdom to light in relation to a community of like-minded people. Yeah, where you can walk away and bring an end to a brokenhearted situation tied to the past. Financial constraints are being replaced with a journey. So some form of connection to someone here is opening up a journey here that you will be thinking about this month, even if it takes the whole month for all of this to unfold. There is indeed going to be some form of unexpected opportunity coming from someone who is this thinking man. I think when it comes to the Leo, Spirit's going to send in Archangel Gabriel to help you to use the kindest of words, right? Because they're sending in the healer of ages to help to heal some form of relationship. Yeah, to ground yourself as there is going to be this energy of strategy. Okay, so this first half of the month, bringing you to the middle of the month, is a time to strategize the next chapter of your life. You may be a little bit leery of going forward when this chapter develops for you, Divine Earthkeeper, because of the attachments you have in relation to your family. But there's a lot of passion and excitement growing here with Archangel Ariel. Some form of appreciation, recognition, attention is coming your way from a man holding a coin. Someone in relation to a business or organization is going to open this doorway towards spirit, where you can go into the direction of your purpose. So Spirit is saying we are helping you with the Goddess of the Moon to manifest the next chapter of your life, to free you from hostile energies tied to the past. We are bringing a cornucopia of abundance and a call to action. We are helping to manifest the blossoming of abundance and money in your life. Even though this doorway towards happiness and personal healing, right? That aha moment of a happy family or family members, there is a little bit of anxiety showing up regarding a meeting or negotiation. Either way, Spirit's saying this is a month to really rest, rejuvenate, meditate, because things are about to speed up. One path is developing so that old chapters can come to a completion. Yes, for you, just like many of the collective, there is a victorious, happy journey unfolding that's going to put you in this energy of a woman holding a coin. Great prosperity and stability. There's going to come a very caring connection that feels like a yin-yang connection, a very balanced connection with like the world for the collective in the relationship sector will bring a completion to certain connections and the beginning of something greater. Yeah, there'll be a little bit of indecision about a commitment, partnership, contract, but Spirit is nudging you to open your heart to what this is. So let's look a little bit deeper, shall we? Yeah, over here on the bottom of the Wisdom of the House of Night deck, we have the High Priestess of Earth saying, I'm going to help guide you in the area of money, finance, career. I am listening to your wishes. So listen back, for eventually you're going to recognize with the Gateway to the Divine Tarot deck on the bottom that as you plant these seeds, there's going to come some form of wisdom with that owl here. A call to action to go into the direction of prosperity. And then we have the sun, happiness. Unexpected call to action, a little bit of indecision, an opportunity from the universe, a path to travel towards success. Freedom from worries and fears that may hold you back from going into this victorious new chapter in your life. So let's go ahead and confirm and clarify these messages by bringing in the Kipper deck by Ciro Marchetti. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless Divine Earth Keeper with clarification, confirmation regarding this circle spread and this next month of November. Yep. So there's a wealthy male in the area of a very caring connection. Spirit is saying there's some exciting opportunity of nourishment that this wealthy male will bring. I am getting like the 13th of November and the 17th. So we've got the 13th is releasing and moving on in Virgo. 17th is releasing and moving on when it comes to Libra, balance, boundaries, maybe even legal paperwork. So you may be receiving an offer in the next week or two, but you may be feeling a little bit stuck in relation to your family. Spirit is saying that you are the phoenix and you are rising. Be prepared for renewal after a period of crisis or misfortune, for there is a new path that is going to free you from this energy of imprisonment, or Spirit saying we're freeing you from worries and fears regarding this opportunity. Yeah, because in the relationship sector, Spirit's saying you may not have felt like you were receiving much in the area of connections with someone tied to the past. But now there is this energy of strength, right? I was feeling like I didn't have enough when it came to my plans, goals, intentions. I was feeling and stuck in this energy of poverty, but now this wealthy male has shown up where there is a very yin yang caring connection. Yes, a main male is coming in here. And you'll know what this represents by the end of November, bringing this energy of victory, right? Someone in a leadership position, maybe Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but someone who's bringing a gift of happiness your way. Spirit saying where there was chaos, there is now change. There is a new beginning and a victorious outcome because of this main male. Okay, wow. So, yeah, people tied to your past, a previous marriage, commitment, partnership, those are the ones who are going to be envying the fact that you are celebrating a hopeful new journey. So, your dreams need a practical plan. I'm getting the 20th again, could be a strong date in November where people are starting to envy the fact that you have freed yourself from previous connections, situations involving negative family connections. In the emotional aspects position, we have the angel of balance, right? Spirit is saying we are bringing in a gift, that number 17 again, in the form of a commitment, partnership, contract that will grow and prosper for the long term. It is a time of renewal, peace, and hope where you radiate great love. So a message is coming towards this older woman, bringing energy of power, great balance, a gift of freedom. In the subconscious position, there we have it, the toil and labor card. So Spirit's saying there is going to come a message of abundance, some form of excitement. All you need to do when this proposal shows up is to have confidence and trust in joy and renewal that Spirit is bringing at this time. In the day-to-day aspects position, we have a community of like-minded people. That's where this success is coming from. Some form of abundance, a doorway towards value and money, wish fulfillment, a masculine in the area of prosperity that you can trust. In the inner strengths position, you may be sitting in your family room, opening up your snail mail, checking texts, emails, and so on, researching a situation where you can help give love and healing. So Spirit is saying remain loyal to the action steps you're being guided to take, because we have a plane, a trip, and luck. Some form of luck is unfolding, a commitment, partnership, contract in relation to a very caring and wealthy male, where you're going to go from worries of poverty to great strength and power, great balance emotionally, and freedom when it comes to family or thoughts of feeling stuck in any way. So in a 3-card summary, we have, again, courthouse, legal paperwork, and a new path. So that could be the end of marriage, commitment, partnership, that Leo energy, and or a new path is being born where there could be legal paperwork involving a wealthy male. Again, they keep going back to occupation, despair, poverty, and Spirit is saying trust that someone in an official position is going to bring is sudden unexpected wealth. See the number 11 representing November. We have concerns about an ending, a message of courtship, right? A message whereby a new doorway opens, a connection to a community of like-minded people. There's a decision regarding this travel, physically or metaphorically, at a distance. Worries regarding home and family. An exciting decision because of some high honor that is coming from a mature male. High honor, greater fortune, and success. So yeah, someone is already thinking about you, or they will be when you step into this privileged lady energy. Expect a new start in this time of change, for there is this manifestation of a journey about to unfold. Yep. A message of unexpected income for that mature woman, a gift of freedom from thinking you are stuck in this energy of poverty, or that there wasn't anything coming in relation to that Leo or result. And then we have a realization of new romantic cycles, new plans, and a whole new chapter in your life that Spirit is nudging you to take, to step into the garden of something much greater. I just want to check the astrological signs real quick of who these people may be for sure. Real quick, closing message, please, for Divine Earth Keeper regarding this circle spread. Ooh, I had a couple cards jump out. Ooh, we've got great happiness in relation to a wealthy male and the going away from feeling stuck or trapped, maybe going away from a happy family into this better direction. Hi, Reva Smith. Yes, you have a great day as well. Sharon, hi. Josie and all, can I ask for some general spiritual advice on love? I'm a Tauran sign. Yes, payment sent via PayPal. Thank you for your donation, Sharon. Whoop, whoop. Firefly, hi, Josie and everyone. Happy Halloween. Thank you for coming today, Firefly. All right, so I feel like there could be someone coming in, because these 2 cards jumped up, with this wealthy male energy who either has strong water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or they are just bringing great emotional fulfillment, a new path of peace, joy, and happiness, wish fulfillment in the relationship sector. So a main male is on its way. They keep saying is headed your way in a divinely timed way. Could take until the 3rd or 4th week of November, but there is an awareness that a gift from a masculine is bringing this energy of victory. So whatever was weighing heavy upon you in the area of marriage with the Leo energy of the wands, that is falling away as you come to a realization of a new start. You are going to feel as well, there is someone who's going to envy the fact that you are going forth excitedly towards a gift being offered via a community of like-minded people. So be patient as this unfolds, for you're going to recognize that you have overgrown a current journey, and now you are being guided into the direction of someone in a leadership position via a business or organization. Yeah, there's going to come some really good news as you're sitting at home, and then boom, here comes this energy of playfulness. I can now go away from who or what no longer serves me into the direction of something that I'm very passionate about. Yeah, researching a cause for celebration, something I'm hoping for when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. There will be wish fulfillment, but then there'll be the Scorpio energy of the Death card right in the second half of November. Great transformation and evolution, a light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to prosperity. And then just a little bit of indecision regarding what decision you should make. But Spirit is going to be helping you as this beautiful Empress, this very spiritual, motherly type energy, to make a decision, to find the courage to go forth towards an opportunity, an offer, an invitation. Yep, there's going to be a soul connection or an exciting decision here where you're going to be traveling physically or metaphorically towards an exciting new chapter in your life, some unexpected prosperity after a long and difficult journey. Okay, so let's cleanse these cards, put them away going backwards. Be prepared. Spirit's giving you the strength when someone via a business or organization shows up to say yes, even though subconsciously you may be conflicted about this exciting opportunity, this gift. The angel of balance is coming in here, helping you to let go of what weighs heavy upon you when it comes to your actions. Path of prosperity via a main male is on its way, and Spirit is nudging you to say yes. It's giving you the strength to go down a path of peace, joy, happiness, and love, to go into the direction of a happily ever after, great emotional fulfillment, and to walk away from who or what no longer serves you, even if it's just for a small period of time. Okay, I'm going to put away the Kipper deck. And again, Spirit saying there will come a message as you're sitting at home. There is going to come an opportunity of money in abundance via a community of like-minded people. Be patient in the area of the toil and labor card, a gift of money, finance, and career. Trust that those that you had been married to in the past is going to be envious. In fact, I think a lot of people are going to be envious, this main male, maybe this Leo, of the fact that the King of Coins is bringing a gift of victory your way. You're going to find the strength in relation to others to leave this energy of poverty, not having enough, feeling stuck behind. So Spirit is sending a wealthy male in here, who by which they're saying you should trust. It'll be a very caring connection that's going to connect you with a family of people that is the right person or group of people in some way. I just saw a gift from a main male once again. All right, I'm going to put away the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. We have, again, Spirit's giving you the strength this month to stand at the gate of a beautiful new chapter in your life when this doorway to value and money and abundance opens for you. Remain patient as this blossoms, and know that Spirit's sending the angel of balance to your emotional aspects position when this opportunity comes to mind. Okay. Somebody is going to definitely be envying the fact that you are celebrating a new path because of a King of Cups, a very kind, nurturing, spiritually mature masculine. As you come to a realization of your dreams and victory that is taking place in your life, you're going to also recognize the angel of strength has helped you when it comes to the relationship sector. Your goals, plans, and intentions with the world card are going to be received, or you're going to receive a message from a business or organization where there is going to be the completion to this energy of feeling as though you don't have enough. You'll be thinking about an opportunity to go into the direction of what I feel is a very spiritual family. Spirit saying, be patient as these things take place. What's coming to mind is the Ace of Swords, a path of victory, where of course you'll have to cut away from maybe some caring connections where you currently are at. But great nourishing opportunities are going to come in the form of a message. Some form of wisdom is going to arrive via a masculine that feels like a gift of happiness. So Spirit's offering you a new chapter, like many of the collective, to bring change, whereby there used to be some chaotic energy. So I'm going to close with one more message from the Archangel Michael Sword of Light deck. You are protected at this time. Like many, Spirit's been saying, you are safe within Archangel Michael's bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence, for there is abundance, like we talked about, manifesting that feels like a gift. Prosperity is on its way to you, so have faith that source, your actions, your prayers will help to heal any financial challenges at this time. For you are a light that others need to see. You have a powerful message to share. So shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Put your creative energy into action and know that your prayers are about to be answered. You and your loved ones are safe. Increase your knowledge with an open heart when an opportunity arrives. Stay the course and know that the path towards joy is wide open. That at some point you will need to let go of all that used to be and go into the direction of this greater joy in your life. This abundance, a gift, happiness, and success. Nice month. Wow. All right. So thank you so much, Divine Earth Keeper, for letting me do your reading. I believe, great read. Thank you, Josie. On my way, going when it shows up. All right. Good. All right. I got a PayPal notification. Something tells me this could be from Sharon. Yep. I must be psychic. All right. All right, for Sharon's reading, I am going to use, let's see, Sharon, ask about love, Taurus. Okay. So again, thank you for your donation, Sharon. Let's go ahead and start. Now, I am being guided to the Lenormand deck by Ciro Marchetti to start this reading. So, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless Sharon with clearly defined messages of spiritual advice for this next month in the area of love. So, Spirit is offering up the wishing well. They're saying we are listening to your prayers and we are helping to manifest a nourishing opportunity in your life in this time of renewal. Interesting. Wow. In the thoughts position, Spirit is also saying that there is going to be wish fulfillment when it comes to long-term stability and security. So if any situation ends up feeling unfortunate, trust that the Ace of Swords is about to show up here. A path of victory is going to come to mind after fears of misfortune. Now, in the relationship sector, Spirit's talking about the clock, a divinely timed marriage commitment partnership. So progress is positive. Personal goals will be achieved with the goals card in the relationship sector. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. When it comes to love, it is a time to work as a team with the Three of Pentacles, to walk in purity and integrity. Spirit is trying to bring an ending to tough cycles in relationship, but we do have Mercury in retrograde. And so, there's going to be harsh communication or miscommunication because of Mercury retrograde. That's why Spirit's saying, we are listening to your prayers and your goals and your intentions regarding love. But just know that if there is difficult communication, emotions are rising, or emotions are running high because of Mercury retrograde. Okay. So really focus on long-term stability and security, for that will keep you grounded in your personal journey as you kind of observe another for a little longer. All right. In the creative aspects position, we have the house. So we do have marriage, commitment, partnership, home, and family. We have a gift coming from someone who has Earth in their chart. There we have it. Taurus. You're a Taurus. Okay, so I don't know what in love. All right. I feel like maybe you could meet someone, or you are in connection with someone who either also has Earth in their chart, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or someone in a leadership that's going to bring some form of gift. I think you're going to be sighing in awe of the balance that is returning to your life in relation to a masculine who does want to care, give, provide support, create a foundation that is successful here. So I don't know, have you connected with someone yet? If not, again, remember, you've got the divine timing card in the relationship sector, and Spirit saying with the wishing well energy, we are helping to manifest wish fulfillment when it comes to marriage, home, and family. A true love. Ooh, when I said that, look at this. In the actions position, we have the celebration of the awareness of the King of Cups. So there may be a divinely timed connection to someone who has strong water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or this is just someone who has grown and evolved spiritually and emotionally. And we have this lady who is waiting with the hope card and eventually coming to the realization that a new romantic cycle has started in her life. Why does she know this? Because of kind words, messages, offers, opportunities, communication that is good. So Spirit is saying emotionally, it is very important at this time to remain grounded, especially in this Mercury retrograde month of November of 2025. Set and meet personal goals. Remember how far you have come and the things you have learned with the old woman energy. Focus on a path of prosperity. As you come into unity with others, you're going to be able to decipher with the Beware card who you can trust and who you cannot. It is a time of unity, divine understandings, renewal, peace, and hope. And so I think as you create prosperity, abundance for yourself day to day, you're going to have this aha moment of some form of attention and recognition here. So continue to have hope. I have the marriage card landing around the 20th of November, which is a new moon. Okay, we have it in Sagittarius with the King of Wands, a very passionate masculine in the center of the reading. For many of the collective, there's a passionate masculine and indecision about the path ahead. Is it forbidden or is it meant to be? Now, in your case, Sharon, in the subconscious position, we do have the soulmate card. So there could be a union or a coming together and a reunion happening once or twice throughout the next 4 to 6 weeks. So Spirit is saying, trust that there will come a connection where you start to recognize that a beautiful foundation is building. Free yourself from the past, free yourself from figuring out when will you unite or reconcile or come back together with another. um, Focus on again what it is you're passionate about. Yeah, there's going to come a soul connection if there hasn't already. Could take till the end of November, but kind words and messages are coming in here, bringing an aha moment that Spirit indeed has divinely timed your wish fulfillment, and that now there are thoughts of marriage because of a gift from someone, kind words, messages, or an actual gift of flowers. Now, in the day-to-day aspects position, Spirit is offering you this beautiful magical golden compass, Sharon. They're saying, watch for signs and synchronicities regarding the direction by which you should go towards. Have hope. If you are conflicted about what action steps to take, be careful of seduction or temptation. Learn from the past. Apply that wisdom. Know that we will bring in a nourishing connection. But if there was one that is rigid, that is the one that's forbidden. Interesting. Now, in the inner strengths position, there is going to come some form of communication here where you will be trying to decipher, if you aren't already, is this love? Okay. Is there loyalty with the loyalty card? Should I take a risk? I think Spirit's saying with the lucky card in the inner strengths position, there is going to come some communication, kind words, messages. And just remember as you take action, Spirit's saying that you have free will, right? You get to decide if someone can come in or if they cannot. But I do feel like there will be an aha moment, especially when it comes to long-term stability in your journey, some form of kind words and messages. From what could be a true love, the romance of a lifetime. All right. So, in a 3 card summary, Spirit keeps going back to endings and transformation. They are talking about that Phoenix rising energy in the thoughts position. There may have been misfortunate things tied to the past or that which ended, but Spirit is saying be prepared for a renewal after an ending or a period of crisis. Okay. Free yourself from anxiety when it comes to another person. For this passionate masculine is indeed showing up with the devotion energy of the dog. So Spirit is saying, as you connect with others via community, society, social media, technology, there is going to come a conversation with a specific person. And I am getting strong Leo energy or something, a conversation around the 12th of November. That's going to bring some clarity here. Yeah. So it's about patience, just like they keep talking about, especially in the first half of November, as you eventually will connect with someone who is either of a bigger build or someone who's financially abundant, stable, and secure. That's why you might be thinking about long-term stability and security. Here we have the sun, again, Leo type energy, researching a happy chapter. And Spirit is saying, trust that we are listening to your prayers, right? There's a divinely timed connection whereby you're going to realize a path that is blessed and is meant to be. Now, you may be trying to decipher a new beginning and or a situation that could involve a child or children. But either way, Spirit's saying there is going to come that aha moment if you'll remain grounded, that you may have to travel physically, metaphorically, beyond certain obstacles or at a distance. But when this passion is ignited, Spirit's offering up the dice. They're saying, take a chance, right? They keep saying with these two next to each other, there is a path that is blessed. Kind words, messages, flowers, some form of invitation is going to come your way. And eventually there will be the very quick cutting away from confusion. Yeah, you may be thinking about meeting up with someone, taking a day off of work, maybe closer to the end of the month of November. traveling physically or metaphorically into the direction of some positive wisdom here. Look at, we have wisdom in the day-to-day aspects position and signs regarding direction. Okay, we do have a masculine who may be at a distance or who may just be a little bit distant, who I think is really thinking about a commitment, partnership, contract. So Spirit is saying, even though you are feeling clouded, we are offering you hope, just like the collective in the day-to-day aspects position and in the actions position by the end of November. Have hope that this clarity is going to arrive. That a new doorway or two is going to open up for you this month to free you from the burdening energy of feeling stuck or trapped in this energy in some form of circumstance. So meetings and negotiations on the 20th of November could be important. Spirit is saying, face your fears, right, about the direction, trust in your power, that you have free will to decipher if you should or should not go into the direction of this person. Spirit is saying we're trying to offer a beautiful, magical golden bridge to bridge you into the direction of maybe water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone where there is some greater prosperity here. Yeah, there will be an aha moment. I think it's going to fall closer to like end of November going into December, where you recognize that you were confused for a while with the maze, but now here comes that aha moment, right? Kind words and messages. I was waiting and now I'm contemplating a new start because I feel as though this path is indeed blessed. And look at, on the bottom of the deck, we have the star card. Spirit saying we are helping to blossom what you are hoping for in the area of a soulmate, a true love, a romance of a lifetime. We are bringing wish fulfillment this month. All right, great change. So certain people are evolving and are receiving the blossoming of a more nourishing path, both financially and emotionally. Spirit is talking about love in the relationship sector. They're saying there's going to be spontaneous awareness of love here. If you'll bring love to all situations, right? Keep your heart open and trust that a message of love will come. It will blossom, but you must have confidence that now is a time of renewal. Not of reconciling from the past, but of freeing yourself from the past and all the negative that came with that. All right, so I'm going to bring in some astrological signs and or elements of who by which Spirit may be referring to here for you, Sharon. So, dear Lord, Spirit, guides, and angels, please bless Sharon with clarification and confirmation of the circle spread we have previously discussed in the relationship sector for the next month of November. So you have the Five of Wands right now, just like the collective has in the day-to-day aspects position. Even though you are conflicted as to what action steps to take, Spirit is saying we are listening to your prayers and we are helping to bring a nourishing connection. Watch out for the snake because we do have the snake and it looks like a lizard. Beware of who you trust. Okay, so I do feel like it is a month of temptations, but there are blessed connections coming from the assistance of the universe. Wow. Now you may be thinking here in the next couple days, couple weeks about a direction of prosperity, a path of victory, or some form of truth. Should I go down this path of long-term stability? Should I go into the direction of an opportunity? I feel like you may have maybe talked to one person and you're indecisive about that, or you're still going to be indecisive in the next couple weeks about going down a path with a person. But again, we have divinely timed stuff happening in the relationship sector. Yeah, you are this beautiful Empress. So Spirit is helping you with the major arcana of the Empress in the relationship sector to spiritually, intuitively give birth to marriage, commitment, partnership, right? They're saying set goals for positive progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. Focus on teamwork, walk in purity and integrity, for there will come an unexpected message here in a divinely timed way. We are helping the Empress with the Empress energy to help blossom into a connection with someone else who is at that same spiritual level. So, in the creative aspects position, we do have the King of Coins. I'm feeling more so someone who is financially abundant, stable, and secure, bringing a gift of happiness that makes you start to think about marriage or partnership. There is some form of blessing in a path that is blessed in the area of home and family. Though, see, I feel like you still may be conflicted about communication here into the third week of November. So remember, it's a time of really thinking about what you're going to communicate before you do, giving someone some time because they might mess up on their communication because of the Mercury retrograde. But you have what is a popular card for many in your actions position, which is the major arcana, the Judgment card. So we have a lady in waiting with the King of Cups that could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone who has grown and evolved emotionally. Kind words and messages coming in, and Spirit's going to bring you signs as to which direction, what you should do. Okay, because there's going to be a realization of a new romantic cycle because of kind words and messages, but there will also be a little bit of inner conflict about which direction you should go. There could be one or two that you're contemplating giving birth to when it comes to a relationship, but you've got these two major arcanas. Spirit's helping you to give birth in the relationship sector to eventually make a decision by the end of November, or to find clarity regarding indecision when it comes to these kind words and messages. Emotionally, we have the 10 of Pentacles, so there is a light at the end of the tunnel. After remaining grounded, I'm hearing for the next 6 or 7 weeks, there's going to come an aha moment that you have grown and evolved, I think, financially, spiritually, in the area of abundance and money. And in between all of your own prosperity, we have this energy of unity showing up. So, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love, right? You are this grounded tree, and you will be contemplating a new path of prosperity or a long-term, stable, and secure situation. I don't even know where that came from. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, let's put this over here. So in the inner subconscious position, there are thoughts of marriage at some point here. Spirit saying free yourself from when this union or reunion or reconciliation or the past ever was. Okay, Spirit is trying to bring in a true love where there could be eventually marriage, right? We're helping you to give birth to the wedding card, and they're saying if you remain passionate and excited about a connection, you'll know that a connection feels right more closely to the end of November. I think Spirit's helping you to give birth to a long-term, stable, and secure, traditional soulmate type connection that is a true love. But and decision time will come. But Spirit's saying don't rush to that, of course, in this Mercury retrograde month. It's kind of a time of quiet contemplation and observation. In the day-to-day aspects position, Sharon, you have the end of a long and difficult path, an end to worry, fear, and concern because of the awareness of the direction by which Spirit is trying to guide you. They're saying that there is some wisdom that's going to come. So if you are unsure as to what action steps to take, trust that Spirit's listening to your wishes with the wishing well right below the wish card. You may be conflicted as to what action steps to take, but eventually there is going to come to an awareness here a connection that is blessed. Though you may be a bit conflicted about communication, Spirit is saying a long and difficult path has ended in the area of harsh communication or relationship. And what's now coming your way is something that you very much deserve. Okay, so some form of kind words, messages, attention, recognition, victory. So there's some communication here that you're going to be researching in the area of love. And Spirit is saying, take a chance to decipher, is there loyalty? Because Spirit's saying, as you take action to go into the direction of these kind words and messages, I think at some point you're going to recognize with the King of Cups that there is someone here bringing you attention and recognition that you deserve, that indeed is a soulmate. So we do have in a 3-card summary, Pisces energy of the moon. We have hope in the area of one path versus another, whether that has to do with money, finance, career, home, long-term traditional stability. Spirit saying, give yourself a pat on the back. You've worked really, really hard to get to where you are right now, and a doorway is about to open in the area of home and family, marriage, commitment, partnership, and so on. There could be someone who is a strong temptation, or this is someone tied to the past. This could also be fear. I'm crying over spilt milk because I'm focusing on the negative things that happened in the past, and all it's doing is bringing me fear. Spirit is saying, learn from the past and apply that wisdom to forward movement. For we are trying to guide you towards a beautiful path of prosperity, a long-term, stable, and secure situation. Yeah, if one person with that 2 of Wands, if one person feels like they're not the right one, I think Spirit's definitely saying keep your options open, because you are the Empress. And with that Empress as a major arcana diagonal to the Hierophant, Spirit's helping you to give birth to a soul connection and marriage. Now, I do see the popular King of Wands, which is in the center of the general reading for the collective. A passionate masculine, maybe someone who has fire in their chart, Sag, Aries, or Leo. I just feel like there's a passionate masculine that is going to come to mind here if they haven't already, where the Wheel of Fortune shows up, where there is kind of a destined connection situation. There could be, this person could show up quite unexpectedly, where you start to try to figure out marriage, commitment, partnership, or the balance of a situation. But Spirit's saying, keep on keeping on. You could be dealing with someone who is slow moving, maybe Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. They're not really telling me this, and they do that sometimes because they want this to be a surprise. Because they do have your Taurus energy in the subconscious position with the soulmate card. So there is a slow moving energy that I think by closer to the end of November, you're going to recognize that your ship has come in. That yes, indeed, there is a blessed connection, a situation that is meant to be, but that I was just conflicted about communication. Things might come off different than they are meant to because of the Mercury retrograde. Yeah. You may be thinking about bringing an end with the Scorpio energy to some form of harsh communication, but Spirit is saying we are bringing wish fulfillment with the Aquarius energy here. We are bringing kind words, messages, offers, opportunities, a connection that is blessed, so that in the relationship sector, like the collective, you can bring previous relationships to a successful completion, the past to a successful completion, and step into the portal of a decision to go towards kind words and messages with someone who has grown and evolved spiritually and emotionally. So it's about acknowledging the truth this month, as maybe you kissed 3 frogs and here comes one from the universe, maybe an offer of love. There is time, Spirit saying, you need through communication to kind of decipher, is this a gift from the universe? Because you're going to feel a little bit unsure here, I think, in the first 3 weeks of November. Either way, Spirit's saying we're trying to bring in a soulmate connection. and great happiness, maybe via a celebration in the area of home and family, friends, something like that, or just this realization that there was a little conflict about communication or something someone said, but now there is this energy of wisdom and clarity, kind words and messages, the ability to go forth excitedly and passionately and to lay down what weighed heavy upon me in the area of passion. For as this passionate communication goes back and forth, maybe talks about home and family and what someone else wants, there is going to come this realization that there is indeed equal give and take. I also see good news regarding money. Okay. There may be times where you're fearing that someone's holding back, but I think that's their natural energy. But Spirit's saying at some point you're going to recognize a connection situation that is blessed. And when it comes to a decision by the end of November, Spirit is saying something will feel like wish fulfillment. And it's important to say yes. Attention, recognition, communication, paperwork. Here we have it. Maybe you'll be the one holding back with the earth energy from this King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone who is ready, someone who can be trusted. Yeah, passion and excitement is growing. I think you're going to be starting to recognize your own personal prosperity and yeah, there's a strong message to not get stuck or hung up on something someone says. I feel like that could be a misinterpretation because of Mercury retrograde. We have some form of unexpected realization of prosperity for yourself. That's what I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles in the emotional aspects position. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, great prosperity, a beautiful foundation. And yeah, you may feel like by the end of November, I'm just about ready to give up on this Emperor. But yeah, Spirit's saying as long as you set to meet personal goals, maintain your boundaries, and continue to talk back and forth, you will eventually recognize that I think a very playful connection here is helping you to leave worries and concerns behind that were tied to the past. Exciting communication, good news regarding money, waiting patiently to be free from King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Maybe that was what was long and difficult in the past. But now Spirit's saying set to meet goals day to day. Research a situation. Give that situation some time. Let go of the past so the future can come in. Rest and prepare, because we have the Cancer energy of the Chariot coming your way. A soul connection, whether they have Cancer in their chart, there will be this awareness that you have overcome previous obstacles and challenges in the area of partnerships before, and that after resting and reflecting this month, you are starting to recognize a victorious path with someone that you've been waiting for. They're kind of not telling me who that is. They're more telling you these messages. I'm going to go back through and just kind of reiterate. Spirit's giving you the strength to hang in there when this attention and recognition shows up. They're giving you the strength day to day to free yourself from long and difficult situations tied to the past. Could have been a previous marriage, commitment, partnership, but Spirit is saying trust that eventually, after emotions run high for but a moment, there's going to be an awareness of a soulmate type connection. There's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to long-term prosperity and or a long-term stable and secure traditional foundation, a new start. There's going to, by the end of November, be more clearly a nudge from Spirit to make a particular decision. So you may be conflicted about communication at some point here, but Spirit's saying we're helping you to give birth in a divinely timed way. An unexpected connection involving love, where eventually you're going to be trying to make a decision between one or two. Yes. So you may be conflicted about what action steps to take right now. Please clear this deck, dear Lord, Spirit, guides, and angels. But very shortly, you're going to be sweeping away from anxiety because you will recognize how powerful you are, that you have free will, that someone is devoted. Okay. So Spirit's giving you I think, until the 27th of November to communicate back and forth with someone who's going to bring, if they haven't already, kind words and messages. There's going to be wish fulfillment regarding clarity when it comes to the direction before you. There's going to be a soulmate connection, the awareness after remaining grounded for a period of time that an aha moment has taken place. Some form of kind words and messages have come your way after a lot of hope here. A path that is blessed in relation to home and or family because of a gift that comes from a masculine, whether they have Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We got the King of Wands, but there is a gift here that helps you to feel more clear about the direction by which Spirit's trying to guide you. A new romantic, happy cycle in your life. So trust in divine timing when it comes to relationships, marriage, commitment, partnership, or a message. Walk in purity and integrity and bring only love to a situation, for change is about to come. New beginnings are about to start. After going through difficulty, there is going to come to your awareness a path of long-term stability and security after a heck of a lot of prayer. Watch out for the thief, because the thieves are a Roman. How will you know when the thief, a narcissist, or someone who's self-absorbed shows up? Well, there is going to be this awareness of the truth, that a connection is forbidden, and that my other message got lost. Okay. Forbidden. You have the power to come into unity with others and decipher if they can be trusted or not. But there will be a beautiful new start, a cause for celebration, hope, and a new romantic cycle that begins. Transformation. The past is the past, and the future is on its way. New romantic cycle. It's a time of great luck if you're traveling, if you're connecting with others, if you're attending anything exciting and fun. Watch out for temptation. Again, learn from the past and apply that wisdom, for you will find happiness and success if you overstep the enemy or the snake. Free yourself from the sorrow of someone cold or closed off and trust that there will be a faithful connection. All right, I feel like I want to close with one more message from the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue for Sharon. Please, dear Lord, Spirit Guides, Angels. 3 of action. So keep putting that effort in. You're going to recognize, I think, because of a gift, kind words and messages from someone, maybe second half to end of November, that things are finally working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, right, in the form of a human being, it is time to decide what your next step is going to be. You may choose to continue to build upon your current successes or go into the direction of something completely different, but be willing to travel if necessary. So in the inner strengths position, we have a plane, travel, and good luck. We have a call to action and a need to kind of take a risk to see if someone is loyal, to decipher the health of a relationship. Remember, you have free will. Remain hopeful and be open to a successful outcome. Okay. Look at all the wonderful things you can do when you listen to divine guidance, especially during this Mercury retrograde month of November of 2025. For you have balanced out many different priorities in your life and are now coming out a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise, like we saw in the inner strengths position, heading your way, but do not be shy. Allow others to shower you, right, with those flowers, with the gratitude that you truly deserve. Remember, with the seven of thought, there's a message to be careful of fantasy and illusion, or people who shouldn't be trusted. If there is a confusing situation in your life, things are about to become very, very clear to you. Whether this truth is revealed by your angels, disclosed by a friend, or just discovered on your own, it is going to feel great by the end of November to become awake and aware. Feel free to ask for time alone if that's what you need, to obtain some additional wisdom, to learn from the past, to apply it to some form of attraction or temptation. For by the end of November, you have this win win solution energy. There is strength in diversity. By blending your ideas with someone else, you can almost often come up with a solution that is magnificent, like the home and family card. What do you want in your future with another? Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and to working together, right? They're saying bring love to a situation here in the relationship sector with the new moon in Aquarius. The end of a tough cycle is approaching. And then there will be something very spontaneous in the area of love for the collective. And for you, have faith in love, walk in purity and integrity. Know that now is a time for a change for the better, that a new romantic cycle is about to begin. All right. So a win-win solution will develop by the end of November. Be open to success. Trust that things will work out beautifully. Remember, you have free will. You get to say if someone can come in or if they cannot. But that spirit is trying to bring to unity, very successful, stable, true love connections, right? Spirit's trying to bring the manifestation of a happy change to Sharon and to the collective. Events are going to begin to move forward probably closer to mid to end of November. And by the end of November, there will be an awareness that great progress has been and is now possible. All right. You are psychic, Josie. People mistake. Yeah. Oh, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start to put away the decks and go back through some of these messages. Again, they are speaking in the inner strengths position of someone who is researching the health of a person or situation. And it feels as though, you're kind of stuck in that. But Spirit keeps bringing up this Queen of Swords energy in the area of love. They're saying it's important to maintain your boundaries and to remain balanced as you set and meet goals in love. Okay. Take a chance to travel into the direction of another or others in this very lucky time. And trust that as you take action or risk, that you have free will when it comes to a decision involving loyalty. Okay. Even though day to day, some may not know what action steps to take, they sure in the heck know about the elephant spirit energy, right? I can learn from the past and not become conflicted about some form of attraction or temptation. I can learn from the past should someone show back up and try and reunite from the past, right? Spirit is saying free yourself from wanting to reconcile, for the past is dead and gone, right? This is for my singles who are ready to meet someone new. For many, just emotions will be running high because of the Mercury retrograde, but Spirit is saying there will come certain proposals, cause for celebration in the area of home, family, and marriage. I do see some unexpected love situations taking place for those who are in a commitment that are waiting for marriage to blossom. If you haven't met someone as of yet, Spirit is saying, take all of the lessons of the old woman, all that you have learned as you come into unity with others, and trust that we are giving you the strength of the Beware card. Be careful who you trust as these messages of love come in the relationship sector. For you have the power as you come into unity with others and the wisdom here to decipher who you want to go forth with. Now, I see someone here, whoever this may apply to, she is waiting on maybe a new start or a celebration involving the King of Cups, maybe Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or a masculine who has grown into the King of Cups, who has grown and evolved spiritually and emotionally. She is waiting on a gift from a masculine, in some cases, King of Coins, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or in relation to someone who is financially abundant, stable, and secure, someone who is a caregiver, provider, and so on. I think someone is going to receive a gift that they're going to be kind of sighing in awe of the Sun and the Marriage card, of happiness, of balance after a journey of chaos. There's a change for the better when it comes to new beginnings. There is the end of a tough cycle in the relationship sector. Thank goodness, because it's been there for a long time. We have the wedding card with the goals card. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved for those who have faith. We are going to bring a message of love where there will be the completion of and freedom from the past and a more beautiful and solid future. Yeah, some are thinking about misfortune in relation to the thief. So the thief here is someone who comes and goes and then steals your peace of mind. Spirit saying we are trying to help for this female who's crying over the soldier, someone who's cold and closed off. We're helping her to take those lessons, to free herself from the despair of home and family or the past, to trust that via a service business organization, maybe even a dating site, is going to bring an energy of faithfulness. So in the meantime, they're saying instead of sitting in this energy of melancholy, to focus on fortune and abundance. Yeah, someone is very frustrated about a wife situation, some decisions that were made in the past. But again, Spirit's saying, let the past go. It's time to move forward successfully. And to know that as you do in this month of November, the past is going to show up with energies of falseness. There we have it. That's why the past is dead and gone. All right, let's go ahead and confirm and put away the Gateway to the Divine Tarot deck. So we have the Queen of Swords in the inner strengths position. I'm setting and meeting goals. I'm maintaining my boundaries with others. I am, even though I may be conflicted day to day as to what action steps to take, I'm going to learn from the past and trust that Spirit is bringing me a wisdom in awareness of wish fulfillment, especially in the area of success, money, finance, career, the celebration of home or marriage. I do see the abundance card in the subconscious position. So for some, a proposal is manifesting. So expect something exciting, spontaneous in the area of love. There is this energy of unity for some this month. That could be a new path of long-term traditional stability and or a new path of financial abundance. But there's a message bringing great power to the collective at this time, right? I have the power to reflect on the lessons of the past and to go forth into a more prosperous future. I am maybe this King of Cups or in connection with one, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or I have grown and evolved spiritually and emotionally, and now I have great hope in a new romantic cycle that Spirit's saying is now unfolding. Your dreams need a practical plan. Spirit is saying that too. You will come to a realization of a key to a new car, a new home, a new business situation this month, but you must apply effort, right? Then there will be, by the end of November for many, if you do, the Fool and the Celebrations card. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous. Those who take action now to travel physically or metaphorically into the direction of love or prosperity, there is going to be the awareness that now is a really lucky time. Many will be celebrating. And I kept getting the around the 5th, which is a full moon in Taurus, personal growth and awareness, finding peace and self-confidence. Or others by the end, I'm getting the 5th, the 7th, the 20th, or the very end of November. There are going to come the awareness of some form of celebration here. This card says you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. Have courage and take that chance. For there is a realization here that's bringing great hope. Dreams coming true financially, new romantic cycles in the area of relationships. We have caregivers, providers, people who want to offer abundance or a successful future in a personal relationship. Do I have them all now? Yeah. So when it comes to a passionate masculine, this could be you, this could be another person. Spirit is saying there's some excitement here, but watch out for the snake. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path than the past. And just be careful, right? We do have the snake. We have a very rigid energy. If someone is cold and closed off, Spirit is saying, wait until you recognize the truth of a situation, right? Either a path or connection is victorious or not, because they're saying, be patient when it comes to a new path. In some cases, and I'm thinking this is more so when the thief shows back up from the past to reconcile in some way, Spirit saying free yourself. When the forbidden energy shows up, this means that there is, no matter how badly you want to go into and through this doorway, that doorway is blocked in order to protect you. Be patient regarding the path ahead and know that many are going through this renewal after crisis. Okay, so one person's situation, circumstance was a little rocky or just wasn't for you at all. And Spirit saying, trust that by the end of November, if you will, again, put practical plans into motion, there will be dream fulfillment. There will be a cause for celebration and a new start. Okay, so I'm going to cleanse and close the Gateway to the Divine Tarot deck. All right. Let's see here. Oh, you're very, very welcome, Sharon, and thank you for letting me do your reading. I think I'm going to go ahead and close. If no one else would like a 1-month reading, I'm going to talk about the 2 cards that I pulled from the Fortune Oracle deck by Sharina Starr. So the first half of November is involving the energies of the moon. Okay, struggles regarding relationships. In the beginning of today's live YouTube podcast, we talked about how to cope during this November month of Mercury retrograde. Struggles surrounding relationships, watch out for deception. Know that you are protected this month as you face challenges, but remain cautious. Okay, I do feel like if you need to travel this month, Spirit is saying it's a lucky time. If there is a purpose for traveling in relation to business or some form of prosperity, you will be blessed. It's just that with Mercury retrograde and certain issues, travel may just be a little bit messy, okay, as far as scheduling or miscommunication. This card indicates that there are struggles surrounding some of your relationships. Quarrels and confrontations could be upsetting. Secret information could land in your lap and completely change the way you feel about someone. Some relationships may end. This may take you completely by surprise, but some will be better off. This is not a time to let that stranger in your life, right? With the snake and the thief. Singles meeting people on the internet or by chance need to be careful this month. See people for what they are and don't be fooled by false people. They may be deceiving you. And they talked about celebrations and meeting with a fool, not to be a fool. Caution regarding relationships with friends and family. Everyone is going to feel super sensitive over the next couple months, especially during this Mercury retrograde month of November. Tread lightly. Okay. That's in the first half of November. When we get to the second half of November, and especially when we get out of that Mercury retrograde around the 29th, we have this beautiful and popular star card. So peace comes regarding long-standing arguments. Hard times are over. Look to the abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. For you have recently faced difficult times or felt uninspired and hopeless. You may have suffered from unrealistic dreams or goals, or even feelings of jealousy. You may have been battling negativity or feelings of revenge or hate towards someone. This card has shown up for you have endured because you have endured many of life's challenges. The good news is that the future is about to be filled with more hope, optimism, and enthusiasm than ever before. So you will have a fresh perspective on life. At the end of November, you will recognize that much healing has taken place spiritually and that you have forgiven yourself for any negative feelings tied to the past. There will be achievements, rewards, and celebrations for those who are patient. You will find that you're heavy in demand. This card shines on your career and finances more than in any other card in the deck. There will be satisfying pats on the back for a job well done, like we talked about, many rewards, and just like they say here in the actions position, the realization of a cause for celebration. You will feel proud about an achievement in the near future that will be a cause for celebration and monetary gain. Your self-esteem will return big time. Moving up a career ladder at a furious pace is exhausting, but will be thrilling. You will find that you are heavy in demand, right? That spirit is saying whatever goals and plans and intentions you are working for in relation to another or others. Progress you will find is positive, and personal goals will be achieved. Then we have the World card. Be open to the new possibilities when they arrive. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life, even though emotions will be running high. They have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection with spirit. For there is about to come some proposals regarding abundance, regarding a blossoming relationship. All right, so there may be obstacles in the first half of the month, but if you just remain patient, let's go through it one more time, the energy and how to cope with this Mercury retrograde. Expect misunderstandings. Be extra careful with emails, messages, important documents. Back up your data. I've already experienced some technical difficulties myself to prevent any potential data loss. Delay any major decisions like signing major contracts or making significant purchases at this time, unless this is something you really worked on prior to this month. Travel or a cause for travel. There's something very lucky tied to that when you take action. Yes, speaking of travel, travel plans could endure delays or disruptions during this Mercury retrograde. So remember to build in some extra time. Focus on revision. Now's a good time to revisit and revise old projects and to just kind of wait for these new ones to start closer to the end of the Mercury retrograde at the end of November going into December. Expect intense conversations, for the retrograde will move from Sagittarius to Scorpio this month, bringing themes of communication, philosophy, deeper, more intense focus on relationships, and some power dynamics. But again, bring love to the situation and learn from the past, because greater things are going to bring freedom from from walking in one's shadow energy, or those who are continuing to do so. I think that's all we've got. So thank you guys so very much for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your donations, for attending these live YouTube podcasts on Thursdays at noon U.S. Central Time. Thank you for all of your support. I hope to see you guys again next week. Take care and God bless.